Now, a lot of people write them in, I'm looking to obtain a position allowing for continued education, career growth, and development. Or, I'm looking for an entry-level position in graphic design. Well, let's say I'm a graphic designer, and I have that as my objective. That's the HR manager's going to look at that and go, duh! Of course they're applying for an HR graphic position. That's what he's applying for. Okay? The runaway. Be careful what you say as you're part of your career objective. Remember, you want to give them something that shows your passion, why you're applying, how you can benefit them. But be careful, don't say that you're a young male looking for new challenges and is life finding motivation as I start the next chapter in my life. No. Don't talk about seeking an entry-level programming position where I can utilize and show off my skills and abilities while on my way to working towards a project manager position. Let's say the project manager is one of the people that gets this resume. You heard what Tom's testimony was as part of that? Yeah, no. Now we've got the close but no cigar. Not too bad. Seeking a position in the field of information technology where I can continue to expand my skills and contribute to the growth of the company. Looking for an opportunity to utilize the knowledge and abilities I have obtained through my education and professional experience. Not bad, but tell me what the position is that you're applying for. And then you can specifically tell me how you're going to benefit the company. Now this person at least has said that they're looking to help contribute to the growth of the company. That's good. Because I, as an employer, want to know ultimately how you're going to help me make money. And that could be either through your knowledge, it could be through your knowledge of the industry, it could be through connections, it can be through your sales abilities, it can be through a whole bunch of different ways. But kind of clue me in that you're at least thinking that. Because recruiting costs time and it costs money. So if you even say that you're going to be a loyal employee and you're going to stay there for years and years and years, I like to see that because that means I don't have to spend time and money replacing you. Now, the ones down here where I say I'm interested. Highly motivated, punctual, dedicated individual possessing good people skills and mechanically inclined, seeking an opportunity with a company to serve with an active working environment and utilize both the latest and time-proven technologies. All right, that happened to be for a machine operator. Pretty good. You're telling me where your lies, what you're going to do, how you're going to benefit me. This is for the graphic designer. As a creative person, my passion has always been design and animation. My goal is to be a lead animator in the film or game industry, and I'm willing to dedicate myself to work hard to gain initial knowledge and experience in the position of character animator with the pledge that you will receive a return on your investment and me many times over. Bing, bing, winner. Now, for some positions, this might be a little long. Anybody here switching fields? You're going into something completely different? Think about adding, don't just, a lot of people will say have a one-sentence career objective. It's okay to have a little bit more, especially if you're switching fields. Explain in that objective why you're switching fields and what you can contribute to it. Now maybe some of you are experts in your field, you're published authors, you've got 25 years experience, that kind of thing, your resume speaks for yourself. Then maybe you can get away with a one-sentence objective. But once again, that objective should change every time you send your resume out. Make sure that it's tailored to that employer. Now, back to the Star Wars references. Everyone's heard of Luke Skywalker, right? Anyone here of his younger brother, Billy? No. Well, Billy Skywalker's ticked off. His older brother's getting all the credit. He blew up the Death Star. He's a Jedi. If you're interested in hearing, by the way, by resume tips, go on my blog. It's under Constructing Billy Skywalker's Resume. All of my resume tips are all right there. Had a lot of fun writing it. It's in the set in the cantina. It's Mos Eisley. Everyone's going, my gosh, you're a geek. Yes, I am. Thank you. Career goal for Billy Skywalker: to eradicate tyranny and treachery from the galaxy by developing and growing a book of business that exceeds company goals and enables me to earn a six-figure income based on the revenue and strong results I produce for the Rebel Alliance. He's applying for a sales positions with the Rebel Alliance, a fundraiser, and he gets a cut of the commission. That tells you his motivation. He wants to get rid of treachery and tyranny from the galaxy. Tells me what he's going to do. He's going to exceed company goals. What's in it for him? He's got a six-figure income. And he's a producer. That's what he's going to do for me. That's what I want to see. 2 generic bullet points. Be careful of these on your resume as well. This particular person is obviously a carpenter, applying for a carpenter position. You can tell there's a carpenter because he's been a carpenter last 3 jobs he's had. He obviously needs to correctly lay out and assemble buildings according to prints. He knows how to do that. He safely operated many power tools. Oh, he threw a curveball. He flipped those 2 bullet points on us in this job. 1, don't use generic same bullet points for every one of the jobs that you had. Talk about specific bullet points. In this particular case, you want to talk about, once again, what power tools did he use? What was he building? What was the timeline? Did they always meet their building deadlines? In the case of, once again, going back to Billy Skywalker and applying for that sales job with the Rebel Alliance, he happens to have some sales experience. They're with Droid Radio and Stormtrooper Radio and Coruscant and Yavin and wherever else they are in the galaxy. Not too bad if you, most people look at this and go, wow, okay, you're in sales, you develop recruitment marketing campaigns for local imperial agencies, develop new accounts from cold call leads. Okay, that sounds pretty good, I'm going to talk to the guy. But, go to the detailed bullet points. Look at the difference. Territory sales manager, who's he calling on? He's calling on HR managers, presidents, business owners. How many times does he meet with them? 10 meetings a week on average. How does he get there? He averages 100 cold calls per week for new prospects by phone or email. He increased billing 521% from $105,000 to $548,000 in 10 years. Never producing less than 31% of the company billing in 10 years. So Tom, if you go back 1 slide, if you look at that top section there, and now you go ahead 1 slide, notice the difference. That first one, the guy goes into the maybe pile, maybe, if they're desperate. But here I'm going, wow, this is a hunter, this is a sales guy who knows what he's going to do, he's going to produce for me, and he's got a track record. I want to talk to him. Now sometimes you have some experience on your resume that's not really job related, but you need it because you're either filling a gap, maybe it's volunteer work, something. When you put those on your resume, try and make the bullet points, as many as you can anyways, related to the job and the field that you're going into now. So for example, now this one happens to be a person who is going after their first job in criminal justice. They're looking to be either a paralegal or a security guard, something like that. They were a stocker, cashier, customer service. They've only worked at this supermarket for the last 4 or 5 years. Everybody knows what a stocker does. He doesn't need to put on there that he stocks shelves with food goods and good pricings or whatever. He's applying for a security position. So tell me what in your job is security related. Now, granted, he's not exactly, standing a post carrying a gun and handcuffs and all that kind of stuff. But if you can change the bullet points to that you stored and collected grocery carts so you prevent damage to cars and patrons, runaway carts in a grocery store parking lot, that can be a hazard, right? Okay? You clean the floors daily to prevent slips and falls to patrons. These kind of things are the duties that they did, but it's at least telling me that at this point in time, he has got safety on his mind. He is looking at safety focus in what he did in this job. Now, once again, he's not busting criminals. He's not looking for shoplifters, although maybe they are. Put that on there. Not everything's going to be an exact fit, and please do not lie. But think about the duties that you did at that job in a little bit of a different light, and that light is the field that you're going into. And if it works, it's relevant, put it on there. Networking. The other mistake people get. Well, networking is basically what you're doing now. You're going around to the different groups, you're going around to different business groups, you're going around to different support groups. You're making connections. You never know where your contact's going to come. Tom talked about he got a job in Whitewater from a recruiter down in Georgia. You never know who knows who. So as part of that, the benefit is basically, once again, it gives you more information about that career, it gives you more information about the companies, and it lets you know the hidden job market. The hidden job market represents about 85% of jobs that are out there that are not posted anywhere. These are jobs that maybe somebody knows somebody's retiring. Somebody knows that there's company expansion. Something is triggering that they're going to need to hire people. They just haven't posted it yet for one reason or another. Networking taps you into that. You can network. I have a lot of people that say to me, Everett, I'm not an extrovert like you. I'm not used to speaking in public. I don't have funny jokes to tell. My wife would say I'm dynamically good looking. Thanks, honey. This is on YouTube. Hey. But you can. I'm an expert. Well, I'm going to say expert. I'm going to go out on that limb on YouTube. I'm going to say I'm an expert and networking, not because I can talk about a lot of different subjects, not because I'm particularly smarter than anyone, not because I'm in Mensa or anything else like that, which I'm not. But I can ask questions. I can ask sincere questions. I can have people talk about them. Ladies, remember going out to the bars? Does this look familiar? So, I'm the guy, obviously. What's your name? Where are you from? What's your major? Whoever thought that going out to the bars in college would actually help me get a job? Now, I'm not going to network events saying to the ladies, so, what's your name? Where do you work? But what I can do is I can sincerely ask somebody a question that I'm really interested in. Get them talking about themselves. Talk about what they do. If I ask enough questions, if you're talking about nuclear physics, I don't know much about nuclear physics at all. But sooner or later, you're going to say something that I do understand, which then I can contribute now my expert knowledge on whatever that is. Maybe the person happens to collect Hot Wheels cars. Cool, we're talking nuclear physics. Now he talks about Hot Wheels cars. I know about Hot Wheels cars. I collect them too. Well, now that person gets a warm, fuzzy feeling because I was sincerely asking them about what they do. I was taking the time, and now we have that connection of Hot Wheels cars. I'm not begging them for a job right away. I'm just striking conversation. Hey, those cookies look really good. What do you think? Are they made with nuts? Oh, they are? Oh, I'm sorry, I have an allergic to nuts. I can't do that. Oh, but what brand of cookies can you have? Oh, you know, anything without nuts. Also, don't worry about people that you think you can't talk to. People have been where you are. Don't be afraid. This morning I was talking with the president of Catholic Knights. Well, actually, he's Catholic Financial now. Never met the man before. But he took 20 minutes and talked to me and me alone. That was great. I had a great conversation with him. He doesn't know me from Adam, no pun intended. But he took the time because I was asking him sincere questions. I was really interested in what he had to say. That was a great thing. You can do the same. Just make conversation for people. Oh, sorry about that. I went too far. I can't read my own writing. That was a joke. I can't read. Personal commercial. We talked about that a little bit before. It's basically your 30-second pitch. Who you are, why you're here. Know it, practice it, have several different versions of it. So when people ask me, well, when I was looking for that first year, my commercial was, I'm a successful salesman who is looking to continue my career helping companies find great job candidates by utilizing the latest marketing, technology, and social media tactics. Now, when people ask me, well, what do you do? Well, I work with HR managers, recruiters, and company owners who are frustrated because they can't find qualified candidates for their job. And I help solve that frustration for them by matching them up with qualified candidates from ITT Tech. People in your network, who are they? They're everybody. It's your friends, it's your family, it's your other church members, it's people here tonight, it's your co-workers, anyone that you can get in touch with, community service agencies, high school teachers. How do you get in touch with them? Pick up the phone, email, social media. LinkedIn is a wonderful tool. I teach that class, by the way, in case anyone wants. Attending an event like such as today. Informational interviews. Those are all great ways to build your network. As part of all this, when you're comfortable talking about yourself, people will be comfortable talking to you about themselves. When you have a positive energy, when you have a good attitude, when you're there to have fun, when you're asking sincere questions, people